Well, I've been coming here since 1996, 7. And I don't mind not being around people, that's the thing. I'm not racing, my brain's not racing so fast. I'm able to relax. I suppose that's why I just realised that, yeah, I could actually live here now. Did think tank a bit here, but it was very rough and ready. Alex and Dave, they haven't been there since then. And Graham's never been here.
We just carry a lot of experience collectively.
That's why I wanted to do it again. Felt like for some reason it was wanted at this moment in time. Well, I'm 55, I'm like, have to accept that, you know, time is not infinite.
I was training to be a rally driver.
Everything else is based on our reaction to it.
My great-grandmother was 103, and my gran was 100.
Might as well just start thinking about it.
Or, to be totally fair, she was a month shy of 100.
But it's trying to see an upside. I suppose.
How long do you think you'll live till? Me? Yeah. Who knows? How long will anyone live?
Whether it's brushing when you're young, you don't have wisdom, you don't have knowledge, you don't have stamina, you don't have dedication, especially.
He was going too fast. See, luckily, I was going really slowly.
And I want also to.
Did you film that? Fucking wankers. You nearly killed me. And now you're making me do this. It's classic, though. We were just talking about mortality, weren't we? I mean, you couldn't have timed it better. Which is, this is what I've learnt in life, is that, you know, you never know what's around the corner. Oh. They can get very lively around this area. Have to have a stick. No fraud. Wait! Boo!
Well, it's a very big day today because we got our first egg. We've got quite a rambunctious cockerel. His name's Tony.
First, I'm going to put this down because I know that is your mo. Now, come on, calm down, everyone. There we go. Wow. Look at all of that. See, while you're busy protecting everyone, you're missing out on the treats. Did you like that? Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you for the eggs.
Well, I've been here for ages, but Blur are coming here. I think it's going to be okay. I'm just concerned that we do it as honestly as humanly possible for, you know, people like us.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Thank you last night, James.
No, you're welcome.
Fucking hell, it's fucking enchanted, man. Jurassic Park. Fucking hell.
You're right. Nice.
Yeah. Hey,
Man, how's it going?
You've been in the sun, mate.
Yeah. So where's this you're taking me?
This is one of a very, very, very old smuggling pub in a very old smuggling village. Sometimes you get ghosts, kind of famous for it. Cider swilling.
Oh, really?
Peasants in smocks and red kerchiefs, bright blue eyes.
We've barely communicated for the last 10 years. Get more from Downing Street and the Palace in an average year than I do from Albon and Coxon. I mean, even when we really split up, it didn't take this long to make a record. But what's wonderful is, as soon as the four of us get in a room together, it's just exactly the same as it was when we were all 19. It's just four sweaty blokes annoying each other.
Brunnen. You alright? Yeah. How you doing?
Oh, big fucking Mo,
How you been diddling? What?
Work's been working, just trying to get this sounding amazing and, you know, trying to fulfil the potential of our...
Throw up your mental change.
Exactly.
Damon and I communicate musically a lot, really. We always have, and that developed into friendship or whatever else. And I haven't got many friends, so it's a bit like every now and then we have to check up on each other and see if there's something there that's been brewing.
How's your knee?
I've already told them that my knee's knackered, so they know. But no, how's your one? How's your one?
It's all right. It went to crap after my first gig, but now it's absolutely fine.
I was the very last member of Blur to get a very big house in the country, but we've all done it. And it's funny how these sneering comments you make in your 20s turn around and bite you in the arse.
Is it gluten-free cake?
I'm pretty sure.
That would be fucking spectacular. I would be like, I'll have the whole thing if it is. If it's not, I shall just, I'll be grown up about it, but...
There's some rye bread.
There's some cold porridge left over from yesterday. Stoical face.
I shall unselfconsciously put this fish cake into my mouth. No, I do it like that the way chefs taste their food.
I'm freaking out.
I think it's lovely that I'm getting into an old codger who's falling to bits and I'm flipping doing the biggest gig, with my old band.
We haven't played Wembley before because we haven't been big enough to play Wembley before. That's the reality. We're getting bigger and bigger. The less we do, the bigger we get.
Me and Damon watched Live Aid together, around my house. We were like 16. We sat watching it all day.
So why are you doing it? You're doing it because there's a pureness to it.
So basically, when I come back from America, we've got like 2 weeks and then we're on tour.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. We're out plus a couple of oldies, so like 3 weeks' time to start rehearsing.
May the 1st.
May the 1st.
Graham and I spent a lot of our adolescence just hanging out by the river behind the village.
It was not a thing of being in a band, it was a thing of hanging out on Friday nights at his house. Him writing and me coming round and maybe playing some saxophone. Mainly it was sort of hanging out and going for walks.
And trying to race on cows when we were drunk, which never went well. I don't recommend that to anybody.
And just talking about music and life and everything else and sharing, our feelings or whatever that was. First time I met Dave, I had to go around his flat for a rehearsal.
Everybody I knew played an instrument. Everybody was constantly in bands, 3 or 4 bands at a time.
And I went down and knocked on his flat and he was still in bed and he got up and he had this sort of floppy Mohican haircut and he was in his pyjamas and He sat on the edge of his bed eating his cornflakes. His drum kit was there in his bedroom, and then I got me sax out.
I wanted to be in a band with Damon because of his songwriting. Graham took me along to see him. He was playing with some guy in a hat, I remember. Did Damon wear the hat? I know, a hat. Definitely featured in their performance.
At one point, I think I jumped into the audience, but there were so few people there that it was actually really embarrassing. And I kind of sort of went to the toilets, I think, just to make it not feel quite so awkward.
I had a chat to Damon afterwards and said, "You like what you're doing? If you ever need a drummer for any of your projects, let me know." And that was the start of that, really.
And Alex was just who I met when we got to Halls of Residence, who lived underneath me in the block there in Camberwell. I said, well, Alex plays bass, he's this bloke in my halls, and we all met.
I kind of liked Graham instantly. Damon was very kind of what you got, you know, which I respond well to. And yeah, I think Dave made me a cup of tea, you know. I think we got each other's backs.
It was Alex joining, really, that was the kind of missing piece. After he joined, we were signed within 6 months. There's one more on here. I think our legacy is pretty good. You know, not wanting to trample on that, not wanting to release some rubbish, you know, because we're going out on tour. You know, in the context of the legacy, let's just try and make the very best music we can.
Well, doing a whole new album is the difference between this just being a nostalgia-looking thing and something that feels totally part of our lives now. Again, part of my life again, anyway, definitely.
So yeah, I think it's a bar of click and then you're in.
Before we dipped our toe in the water with Blur, I hadn't played drums for quite some time. I have been making film music by and large. I've done a lot of things, you know, my legal career started and ended in the last 10 years. I don't know, I've always been someone that just does whatever seems most interesting at the time. Never really had a plan.
Would you mind doing one more all the way?
Yeah.
Same again. Yeah, it gives it loads of energy, it's cool.
You know, the process, I wasn't sure how it was going to be coming into it. You never know going in with these kind of like hero bands what it's actually going to be like. And from the very first meetings, there was some kind of like sort of little warning flags of tension, and like I was like, oh no, it could be a nightmare. Graham's got a young family and is touring with his new band, you know. Alex is coming back in maybe a little apprehensive. Damon's just like a powerhouse and almost like pathologically kind of addicted to making new stuff up all the time, you know. And to that end, it's quite like, it feels like you're on shifting sands a little bit.
Great. Do one more chorus, then we'll go back to the verse, and then we'll go and have dinner.
Yeah, sure.
They were with each other a lot in the 90s, and it's a very intense time. It's the sort of time and on the same sort of level as a relationship or marriages and things like that. I think it's okay to say that time apart was taken up with other friendships and just sort of recuperating or, you know, doing other things.
Since everybody kind of went their separate ways, I got married and started making some cheese. That was in 2003. I've sort of organised my life so I don't have to go on tour. I've moved the mountain to Mohammed, having a festival on the farm. It takes all day to like just be a dad and run a farm and a festival. Bass playing is the easiest job in the entire world, but, you know, I have to be in Devon to do that.
Yeah, we just about managed. There's been a bit of a...
Oh, right, that boy.
What?
It's
fuck that. It's horrible. No, but it's you feel good afterwards, right?
I mean,
that doesn't, you know.
No, I promise you.
I'm all in.
I promise you. We can go to another.
No. This is.
No, do you know what? Should we go to another?
No, this is the perfect spot. This is lovely.
Bands start usually when people are quite young. You're still finding yourself.
You have to work through that relationship where you can be relaxed and comfortable and not want to push each other's buttons and want to be supportive. You know, that takes time to work through. And ideally, the best place to do that working through is not in the full glare of the public.
We've had times when we've really not wanted to be even in the same room as each other.
When you're in the thick of it and, you know, you've just been touring for 3 years with 2 days off, it can feel like what you're actually engaged in is politics, and the music is a kind of sideshow to that.
When I last saw them, it was great. So, yeah, I mean, we grew up together, so, you know, family.
The bedrooms aren't finished here yet, so we got back to the house where we're staying down the road, and I made me and Graham some bacon and eggs. And it's just when we were staying in halls of residence at college, you know, the midnight snacks. But it's actually sort of quite good to be kind of removed from the kind of noise of running a farm and a festival and a family, to drink scrumpy and make bacon and eggs in peace.
I don't know how I can stay in there. Hangover's history.
When do you want to do a playback? Soon?
What is it that we're going to be hearing?
Basically,
what we heard before, but with some
full vocals. Everything. Damon's done every song.
Let's get this party started.
I don't think any of us thought we'd make another record, especially not a record like this. I suppose that's why I wanted to try and make it as good as possible, because otherwise it's just some bunch of old cunts trying to relive their past.
I mean, you know, it's not a finished record.
Not a finished record. Are everybody ready?
Yeah.
You of grace, many ghosts alive in my mind, many paths I wish I'd taken, many times I thought I'd break.
Emotionally, I think with this album, something has been dislodged within the group, within Damon.
It seems to be.
Well, I suppose it's about loss. It's about the aftershock of loss. Once something dramatic has happened, whether it's a breakup or pandemic. I mean, what do you want me to say? Now I live alone, essentially, in the countryside. That's what's happened. And this record is obviously very much feels like that.
The boulder has fallen out. So there's 40 years worth of stuff in this boulder that has been dislodged and now rolls down towards us.
I think it's just too late.
It was the hardest ever.
It sounds effortless for all your hard work.
Well, I promise you, I've really worked hard.
Like lots of little stories came out while it was just recording it. Oh, this is about this thing, and that is about.
Up and Down the Town Clock is about when I went round to Alice's flat in New Cross and took acid and thought it was a good idea to jump over because it was a very, very narrow, distance between.
I've seen it plenty of times. It's quite wide. It's about from here to you.
Really? No, shut up. Anyway, I jumped over that and then went and orienteered myself onto New Cross Town Hall clock and changed the time on acid.
You actually changed the time?
Yes, I changed time, yes. I changed time!
We literally haven't spoken to each other for 10 years. This is straight back together, and actually evolved in some.
This has come into all of our lives unexpectedly, really, in a way. It's made us something else, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, this is such a treat having the old muckers.
That's great. I can't wait to decipher more words.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
The singing is fucking ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice sounds really good. But it's an expensive microphone.
I know.
It's kind of a bit overwhelming, having all that emotion coming out at me. I'm a bit kind of gobsmacked, to be honest.
I'm just getting sentimental in my old age. That's what it is.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling a little discombobulated.
I am not surprised. I saw some footage of the weekend. It looked pretty.
Yeah.
Mega.
Went on tour in the autumn with Gorillaz, wrote the album, came back, recorded the album, went on tour with Gorillaz again, then came back. So it's non-stop, really.
So there's headphones and stuff if you want to sit here.
Everything's quite frenetic at the moment. The amount of stuff there is to do is peaking around this week because we're in rehearsals for the shows and we've got promo starting.
Hey. The photographer guy.
Oh yes, Ruben. Hi,
man. How's it going?
Hi. They're all getting fucking younger and younger, aren't they?
And it's been quite a while since we've been in this position, really, of doing everything all at the same time.
1, 2, 3, and blow me out. I am so sad. I don't know.
We fucking sound sad, for sure.
Blow me out. I am so sad. I don't know why.
Hang on a minute. Down.
He was crowned on a Saturday.
There's nothing more boring than rehearsing. People are always going to be bad-tempered and testy and irritable because nobody wants to be there.
Turn down.
I'm just playing it with what's here. I'm playing what's here.
When you get over here with Blur, it is like when you see those fucking gorillas in the zoo.
How does it feel to be back? You guys are back. How does it feel?
When you're in a band, it's a relationship like brothers and sisters, isn't it? It's like a family.
I'm playing normal. I've always
Play that on A minor.
I mean, is it different? Have the dynamics changed?
Do you enjoy being back in the studio together?
Can't you just stake me out on a beach and send some vultures over?
Yeah, we could do that. They handed out cigarettes to the kids.
Did they? To the kids?
Did they?
They did. Like they hand out sweets on takeoff. They went around with a little basket handing out.
What, packets of them?
Packets
On a
of
school
cigarettes.
trip?
Tens?
Packets?
Yeah.
I do like smoking with my kids, I have to admit.
You like them in a bag with your kids?
I don't think really.
I used to quite like sitting with a bottle of scotch with my mum.
So what about just doing from the up close bit? Just go from there.
It's kind of that twice, yeah. Damon's work ethic is very strong. That's just part of who he is.
Where you and I might be watching TV or playing video games. Damon doesn't do any of that. He just writes songs. We all go to the bar. Damon goes to his room, gets his equipment out and writes songs. On the bus, he's writing songs. At home, he's writing songs.
And if we don't keep him focused on the job in hand, he will literally be doing another opera before the third single's out.
Take it one. One, yeah. Two. Da-da-da.
He's also exhausted from doing Coachella, and so we'll basically have an idea and then fall asleep. Do you want to keep going, Damon, or?
Yeah. Don't worry about my demeanour. It's just standard utter exhaustion.
Let's go. Let's do it again.
This idea of the workaholic, there must be some sort of brain condition that drives you to just pursue something so sort of relentlessly. Yeah, it's just sort of never believing really that it's happening. He needs to be right for you to be able to sleep properly.
I guess if he didn't work, he'd have to do nothing and maybe, have to take a long look at himself. And, God, that would be a freaky thing for him. Where are we? We're in this fucking big shithole. Concrete floor polished, so everything sounds insane and bad. It's a great way to make you feel awful about everything you're doing. And then they've got all these silly lights, and some of them are like, I look down at my fretboard and I'm blinded by these stupid lights. It's as far away as creating music together as you can possibly get when you start incorporating all this shit. But, Wembley's a big stage. So we have to employ all these people because they've decided to come to a venue that is so large they're going to see ant-like figures, like I did when I saw the Osmonds in the early 70s. Thankfully, there was some luncheon, and I've had that, and I'm going to try and give it another go.
Right, for this run through, let's just go straight through, okay?
Yeah.
Wrong one, son. Come on. Going back to this classic model of the Beatles, I suppose the appeal of the band was the psychodramas that accompanied everything, Didn't know at the time, we just wanted to be on top of the pops. Well, Alex and I did.
This is next level madness for all of us, and we're all hanging on.
I've definitely mellowed a bit. I'm more tolerant of some things.
and completely intolerant of most other things.
I'll be packing my bag tomorrow and hitting the road. Is it daunting? It's like children. It takes absolutely everything out. It takes everything out. Oh, hanging on.
It's a really busy time, and I'm not used to it. I mean, I'm not lazy or anything, and I'm going to do everything I can for it to be completely brilliant. But we're a bit older, we're doing everything you can to make it completely brilliant, you know. It's like we don't want to have a flipping hip replacement because we've pushed it a bit too far in Eastbourne, you know. End up living in Eastbourne. And I fully expect myself to not make it through the year. At the moment, I do. I think at some point I'm not going to be able to do it. But I'll just not think about that until it happens.
It's a massive trigger for all of us. It's on a knife edge. I never know. It's just going to...
I want to hear my fucking band. I want to fucking hear it play properly. Stupid space, you look like an amateur. Concentrate.
Turn up a bit.
No.
No.
It's left as you left it yesterday.
Yeah.
We've learnt a lot of songs,
Yeah.
but now we need to start concentrating a bit just so that we've got something coherent. And then, you know, see how long we can hold it together without collapsing in one form or another, because there are many, many, many ways to collapse on the road.
I love the choice of the warm-up venues that you guys have picked. Eastbourne Winter Gardens, Wolverhampton, Newcastle City Hall, Colchester Arts Centre.
There you go.
Because those venues remind me of some of the venues that Blur would have played back in the early days.
Really, from Punk Life onward, we had full brass, full backing singers, percussionist. There was always someone playing a fucking gourd or something. This time, we stripped it right back.
If the four of us can't get on in a room and make music, then there's absolutely no point in doing it as a band. Just back to how it started.
Hi. Thanks, John.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Hi. I'm the head teacher. So
excellent.
I just wanted to welcome you to stand. Really good to have you here.
That's changed a lot.
Was any of this here when you were here?
None of it.
Okay.
It's 4 cabins.
No, they've all gone.
Why'd you get rid of that? It's
the 4 cabins. Well, look, I have named a room after you both. Do you remember getting in contact a few years back? So where we're going now...
Okay, I'll let you off then. No, I just really wanted to see the 4 cabins.
Sure.
You know, because I've sort of mythologized that in my own memory, that place, you know. But we were given the key to it, weren't we?
Yeah.
And
Were you really?
we had a few. There were a few like nice things, like they had a synthesizer.
Okay.
And we used to go in there on our breaks and just do that.
Yeah, there was a piano in there.
And also, it was quite dangerous for me to go out at lunchtime.
Oh, was it?
Because I'd always get beaten up.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have much of that here anymore. Which
well, you had a lot back then.
To say. Yeah, right.
You know.
No,
I'm just saying for us.
The Albarn and Coxon room.
This is it. This is what we...
That's very sweet.
Well, can I take a picture?
Yeah, come on, we've got to have a photo taken.
Can someone take a little picture of that? Oh, they've all got huge pieces of equipment in their hands.
It looks like a serious school now. I'm not saying it wasn't serious, but it was seriously
It's so cages.
odd.
My dad just lives down the road.
I have seen different...
behind the school playing.
And they're still in the same house where you used to live? Wow.
He only had to walk up the road to school. I had to cycle from Ford Street every day.
Oh, really?
And I'd do a paper round before that. And then as soon as I put my bike in, walked to the bar, I'd get beaten up.
Why did you get beaten up so much?
Because everyone thought I was a cunt.
Tell me about the energy of Colchester when you were growing up and what it felt like to be.
Bit scary. A lot of squaddies, a lot of people who were, you know, somewhat more Anglo-Saxon than myself. But the music department was amazing, and, you know, that's where we met.
And we did all these amazing school productions. Orpheus in the Underworld, The Boyfriend, starring role in that one. So Guys and Dolls.
Who were you in Guys and Dolls?
I was Nathan Detroit. All right, already. It's the call of policeman. Then we did West Side
Barton
Story.
Bride.
I got a social disease.
Hell, who is that kid? He does not care.
So yeah, I did a lot of.
Where did he get that confidence from? I was like, oh my god!
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, our first ever gig together was in Assembly.
Now destroyed.
Now destroyed. We first
Like
ever
everything
gig
else.
Graham and I did was at 9 o'clock in the morning.
This song is called It May Be Our Best Chance Yet. A song about a child with no future. Come on, with the...
We were called Real Lives. We played
We did
a
a couple of songs,
Yeah.
but we did a gig one evening there as well, didn't we? And we made programmes and everything with drawings and.
I need to give them some. I want to give them some more stuff in here though, to sort of, you know. Yeah, this is quite dry, isn't it? You know what I mean? Music rooms should be posters and.
They need to have some like batik wall hangings.
Yeah.
Some paisley.
No, they need to have some nice weed, like in a bowl, which they can all kind of.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you. Yeah, really nice to meet you.
Wake up straight, caught up by the sun on the first day of April.
Well, you know that the tower there was the base of the legend of Humpty Dumpty. Did you know that? The Royalists occupied the town, and when they came in, they put a cannon up the top there, which they nicknamed Humpty Dumpty because it was a bit round and everything. Parliamentarians were on the field across there, Hilly Fields, and they were coming up it. Of course, the parliamentarians, they actually got the cannon, and it tumbled down, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And that is one of the legends about Humpty Dumpty here at Colchester Arts Centre. My name's Nigel Hildreth. I'm the person who taught Damon and Graham music. So I taught them at Stanway School. They were fantastic students, they were very musical, and they had an electrifying effect upon their audience. You could see that stage presence.
Is the barrier going to go in between the PA?
It's part of the rehearsal process, this. We're not quite at Wembley, as you can see.
I mean, it's going to be enough just to get through it, really, for us. I don't think we're really...
It's going to be odd to have that thing with an audience again playing these songs because you do get, you know, a hell of a lift from just having an audience there and just the atmosphere and the volume and all of that. So.
And there's one or two sing-alongs. Sing-along.
See if we still capable of
Blur.
Ling along a Blur.
Revisiting all their 90s favourites. Auto-tuned.
Okay, gentlemen.
Play on music now.
Go on. Do I go on that way? Yeah.
The chemistry's still there. Apparently, that's not a given.
It's a weird thing when you go back to something that was so well documented that people feel like that's what you are, but it's so long ago.
Wow, what a sound!
Good evening.
Isn't it nice to see everyone back together?
nice, bless. Plain nice, please.
Champagne, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Chin chin.
No, thank you, I'm working.
I was surprised how natural that whole thing felt, you know? I really was.
You can get hit by a flying bear.
like leading on the
I hate it when they throw beer.
No, I love it. I love it when they throw beer.
You got hit by a good one.
He did some exotic stuff with the towel.
So if you multiply that by 400 to 80,000, I reckon it'll be okay.
Just about, yeah.
What are they doing? Are they sneaking in, getting... Are they sneaking in?
It's just the whole thing was good. I'm very happy with it. Well done, everyone. I know there's a lot more to go, but one day at a time, sweet Jesus.
When I was very small, the South Coast still had the vestiges of an upper crust. But there still is a Dorset Ladies Luncheon Club, which my mum's a stalwart of. But as cheap flights became available, people were able to get sunshine guaranteed. And the bottom was really falling out of the Great British Bucket.
I haven't spent much time really playing this country for a long, long, long time. I always really enjoy it.
Modern Life is Rubbish turned 30 last week, I think.
A lot of those older songs, they make more sense to me now. Even though I wrote them, they make more sense now, the language I was using. And my kind of obsession back then, which was by some people seen as me being quite cruel to people about, like, media and absorption and sort of paralysing effect of it, hypnotic effect of it. I can see that there were some kind of quite challenging stories in all those songs. I believe the role of the artist is to somehow be a mirror. Post-Brexit, and I really do think Brexit was a terrible mistake. Post that, I think there's an appetite once more in the country for something that's about hopes, a bit of fun, and that right-wing conservative aspect of our society.
The UK seems to be in some kind of slow-motion collapse at the moment, at least the UK public services. Much, much bigger kind of ways of stealing from the poor and giving to the rich have been going on over the past 5 years. Why are we taking to the streets? I don't understand. It's like people have given up. How bad do things have to get?
I would like to introduce our first soloist of the afternoon. It's a good-looking young man.
I used to play football for the New Musical Express, and our manager and centre-half was a guy called Steve Sutherland, who was the editor of NME. And he said, there's some young band that were interested in you doing a bit of a record with them. I said, I don't know. And they said, no, he said, they're going to be big. Oh, all right then.
I'd like to invite someone very unique onto this stage. He's a unique human being. Eastbourne!
I never really ever thought it would come into the British psyche. I think Graham felt it was a bit of a novelty song. All the dustmen know me, and I get Park Life shouted at me all over the place.
Put more trousers on, have a cup of tea, and I think about leaving the house.
Damon always said to me, whenever you want to do a gig, you're welcome. I enjoy their songs and, you know, the social commentary. But I just look at this country, hopefully they can dig themselves out of a mess. But it seems to me, you know, if poo was fertiliser, working class people wouldn't have an arse.
After we came off on Friday, we all felt absolutely exhilarated. It's sort of like in a video game when you get the cloak of invincibility. And there was all these kind of people that I really admire and respect who were at the gig, just like completely overwhelmed and overcome. And I got really drunk and I woke up feeling ashamed. Touring's just like being on a roller coaster. You're on it, you're like, oh! And it's kind of terrifying and brilliant and scary. And then you get off and you're not sure whether you never want to do it again or we want to get straight back on. But you can't actually remember what it's like until you're actually doing it.
How's it feel for you guys being back in Wolves?
Oh, I mean, I'm just kind of slightly overwhelmed by the grey peas and their effect on my bowels.
What is it, Stu, that we ate?
It's very low grade peas.
Grey peas and bacon.
Great base of bacon.
Grey peas and bacon, yeah.
Grey pies and bag. Grey pies.
Do you need it? I've got paracetamol, ibuprofen, IV drip today. Have you already? Yeah.
I found during rehearsals there was just a bit of spikiness. It's real life, innit? I never had a lot of it. We've all had a lot of real life. And I think, you know, the more you go through, the more you've got to be accepting of everyone's shit and you understand it. So I think that's, you know, a big part of it.
Was it JB's the first gig? I think it was, wasn't it?
JB's the first gig we saw Blur.
I remember it was the beginning of summer and I just got my exam results from college and I got 2% in my French language. The examiner had written, "Is the candidate lucid?" And I thought I kind of burnt my bridges there. And we just landed it.
It was just like epic, you know, I mean, it was a stage invasion.
That was the first time we were going to a completely new place with just the four of us and letting rip, and we blew the doors off.
Well, we didn't know back then how long it would go on.
Oh, exactly.
Here we are 30 years later.
None the wiser.
Yeah.
It's a bit like drawing up from a well. And I've never really understood that about age, really, until now. That actually, when it gets to sort of decades, it's like, actually, that's quite a while ago. And in a lot of ways, you're drawing you then back up. And it's like a bit odd sometimes.
Well, you know, you just got to go for it, haven't you? Really.
Welcome down, mate. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Well, the album's called The Ballad of Darren, okay? I'd like to bring on stage Darren.
ready for the second part of this track. It is doing it enough to
I wish we were on a tour bus. I don't know why we're not on the tour bus. I've never ever done this. I haven't drive around individually in cars and make any sense to me.
Oh, I'd happily never get on another tour bus. Just not knowing ever knowing where the toilet is. You know, Newcastle's city centre is basically a street party every weekend. Got stuck into the Jaeger bombs, posted a load of stupid stuff on socials that I shouldn't have done. The missus is cross with me. I've been able to come home and wash up. So I'll be leaving after the show tonight. What is actually really scary is pitching up to a sound check with an excruciating hangover. I mean, it's not like, you know, being a coal miner, but it's the travel is tiring.
30 years ago, they said modern life is rubbish. How would you describe the current feeling of the world?
It's still rubbish. Modern life is still rubbish.
Yeah. Feel very optimistic.
I'm always interested in new fans. I'm like this sort of weird storyteller. I go on and I can completely inhabit the characters of those songs. But for something that we haven't done for so long, they kind of have a totally different relationship with them, obviously.
When I feel sad, I just went into the mood that I need something to soothe me, and then Blur is like become my first choice. There's like a deep depression inside, but then they use like a very enthusiastic way to express it. True. And I feel like it's the most beautiful thing ever.
Ours is a brotherhood that has been sustained by our musical relationship. It's a long time, so it's a very precious one. We're happy to see each other and get on that stage together, you know, and then we're happy to go our separate ways. I mean, that's where we're at.
We're not quite as patient as we were, and our idiosyncrasies have sort of amplified somewhat. But I think at the same time, we have more humility, maybe, a bit more gratitude.
It's just bloody hard. People are just really hard work. How much do you want to be in the band? That's the thing. What are you willing to sacrifice to be in the band? Are you willing to subsume your ego for the sake of the whole?
I think it's like any sort of family. Individuals in the family come in and out. Some are closer to you, and you have to balance your own needs at any given moment in the day with whoever you're prioritising at that moment in time.
It's like a marriage, isn't it, really? You can be right or you can be happy. When everybody's doing something you know is doomed to fail, do you bite your lip and just go with it or not?
I never know how any of them are feeling. You know, we're not very good at communicating. I mean, I don't think blokes do spend much time asking each other if they're all right, do they? I mean, it's like, you know, are you all right? That means, like, are you pissed off with me? Or, you know, are you blitzed? There's a point in Devon when Damon, I thought he was laughing, singing along with the songs. He was crying. You know, I'd completely misread it. It is the music and the job that kind of locks us all together.
You know, the fact that we haven't always got on, you know, that's one of the chemistry points that has led to us being able to make the music we do. I'm absolutely convinced of it.
So no matter how tired we are or how annoying anyone's being, it just does something very healing about creating a beautiful noise. And I never know if it'll be the last time I hear that noise, and it's really nice to hear it again.
It's a very late show, this one, starting at 2 in the morning, which isn't actually late for Spain, but it is obviously late for me. Quite relieved that we've all arrived relatively unscathed. What happens between now and stage time?
No
Nothing.
idea.
Just void.
You go through the days in a sort of semi-sleep mode, battery preserve, till you have to summon up your energy. Well, yeah, because every bit of energy, it depletes quick during the gig, so you need a good bank of it, so you can do what you need to do.
No other way, Goldie on Capo 2 with the neck pickup, Pops in custom, Tracy Jacks as Ray, Chemical World is back to the custom.
I fucked up. I'm not the first to do it.
We're all different types of people. So when we're away, it's not like the four of us like the Beatles and A Hard Day's Night. You know, we're all kind of doing different things. We're quite sheltered. We don't really have to be out among it. You know, historically, it's been a lot to do with anxiety, why I won't go out in the streets. That even stops me going for a swim in the swimming pool sometimes as well. It's the sort of thing, oh no, I won't today. I think it's because I've got these tiny swimming trunks. Maybe that's why it is.
I got home from Newcastle. There was a massive party going on at my house. So all the kids had all their friends over. So I got involved in a Rasputin dance competition and didn't get to bed till late. And then I got here and New Order, my favourite band, whole reason I started playing the bass. They're here and they want to go out for dinner and oh my God. You know, I remember this now. You know, just exhausting, but there's just always a really good reason not to go to bed.
It's easy to confuse touring with going on a massive self-indulgent binge of sex and drugs and rock and roll. I think when we went into the studio to make the record, nobody kind of really knew, I mean, is this going to work or not? But it did straight away. I mean, the only thing that could really jeopardise this now, other than physical injury and death, is Graham drinking. That would be really bad. Dave drinking would be even worse. Me drinking's bad enough, trust me. When a show goes really well, it's nice to have a big night out afterwards. And then I woke up in Denmark with absolutely no idea of how I'd got there. Last thing I knew, I was in Holland.
Why does he bring that up? Because, you know, I have to tell you why it upset me. No, I don't want to, because then that just becomes clickbait.
I famously said when I was promoting my book that I'd sprazzed £1 million on booze and drugs, and my kids now, you know, they're asking me about that and I have to kind of justify it.
On one level, it was very entertaining, but at the same time, you know, I was concerned for him, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, joking apart, I was a little bit concerned.
Booze is probably, it's certainly a big contributing factor in why Blur stopped being a, you know, a full-time job.
What happened towards the end of the 90s is I just felt like I was a petulant brat or treated that way, and that everybody else was really grown up and wanted to be professional, but I was the only one who was ruining it.
It was quite a dangerous time, wasn't it, really? I think we live in an era that is somehow a reaction to that.
There's a big sort of reality check that goes on. All the artifice falls away, you know, you're left with just you know. That's where I arrived with drinking, so I really want to carry on down this path. Oh, no, I don't.
So it takes practice to let go of something that was your absolute identity for a while, and then practice being you without all of that protection.
I think the reasonable response to getting all that kind of fame and attention is to go batshit crazy. You know, success will mess you up far more than failure. It's hard to cope with it, and what you're supposed to do after you come off stage at Wembley Stadium.
The way I look at it, at different times there were different people doing different things. That's it. Could change again. It's just humans coexisting, isn't it? When we were younger, you need to resolve it there and then, whereas now you realise it didn't need resolving, it just needed to all disperse, you know? It's just, well, at what point does that space become distance?
I have this on my knee, and the specialist I went to see after I fucked it in Chile said that I would no longer be able to perform in the way I used to, and that was the end of that, and I had to come to terms with that. But I can jump again on it now, and it doesn't, I mean, maybe tomorrow I won't be able to walk, but it's the holistic power of musical commune. It's the best cure for anything, really.
I was doing an interview and I was saying how when we were making the album, it was like those times when you play tennis and it feels like the tennis racket is huge and every shot goes in, every shot is brilliant. Then about 2 days later, I was playing tennis. Oh, God. But I need an operation, but obviously I can't have an operation while we're on tour.
What was he doing? He bent over to pick up a tennis ball. He was playing tennis, was he? In Surrey. Rock and roll. He's just can't help himself, can he? He's totally rock and roll.
The doctor said mine wasn't the least rock and roll one he'd seen that week. The person before was a lady who'd been making a cup of tea and turned to reach for the sugar bowl, did the same thing. So she won the least rock and roll knee injury of the week. Fortunately, I was spared.
Hopefully, he's getting his feet up and...
Get some rest.
That's not what I was going to say. But yeah, getting some rest. Get some rest, yeah.
It's been a month since we last caught up, Damon. What's been going on?
Yes, because you completely abandoned us. You know, the whole point of charting something is that you take it from the beginning to the end. Don't have like a fucking sabbatical in the middle. It's your moment, you know what I mean? You're playing Wembley, and the fact that Dave is, you know, he's struggling, and that's just not nice.
The last thing I read before I went to sleep was that, you know, France is burning again. You know, the Gilets jaunes are off, aren't they, setting everything on fire? It's not great. And then the phone rang on Saturday morning, and it was Blur's PR. She said, just so you know, we're cancelling the show in France. She's like, well, the reason is Dave's knee.
Everything is massively kind of impeded.
And, you know, there are 3 of us with bad knees now in the band. I was feeling a bit left out. So it's just really Alex, and then we've got the set. So I'm going around there with a sledgehammer later. You can tell him that.
And how has it been as an experience the past month as well?
Everyone's kind of finding their way. Graham's been playing gigs with his other band as well, and he's got a kid. You know, he's keeping it together. I mean, it's amazing, really. The metamorphosis of Graham Coxon.
I feel like we're getting on really well. I feel close to everybody, and Damon, you know, closer than I've done for years in a way. Well, the thing is, nothing is that important to fall out about or to have great big arguments about. So there's absolutely no point, and I think we see that. And if there are harsh words, The thing is to be quick to apologise and get it out. That's it. It's amazing doing Wembley now. I really hope that my family and what few friends I have just really have an excellent time. And give me a lot of praise afterwards. That's all I do it for, the praise. That's it. No, I hope I flipping make the rest of the band proud. I hope I do it for them. That's it, really. Not much point in doing it otherwise.
When somebody asked me afterwards, how did it feel to play Wembley Stadium? I want to be able to come up with an answer. It'd be good to be relaxed enough to have some feelings when I'm on stage, other than anxiety.
Where's my coffee?
Hi, Michael.
Hello, Damon. Let's give you a hug.
How's it going?
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God. So. How much did you know? Someone paying attention then.
Why have we got punnets of tomato?
Because they're from Alex's garden.
Oh, wonderful.
Umami.
I was up till 3:30, up at 7. But, you know, I've had a coccyx massage and a vibrating bowl put on my back, so I'm feeling pretty good.
It's not the size, is it, really? It's the story that you kind of feel it could tell if the gods are with us, you know. And I mean, that's the way I look at it. You know, I feel like I've got a big performance to deliver.
There we are. So weird. This is so weird. This place is fun.
And flipping big.
How are you, Damon? Very excited.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hit after hit led Blur to the biggest venues around the world. But somehow, the iconic one on home soil eluded them. This weekend, they can tick Wembley Stadium off their list.
It's amazing, Graham and me, to sit here, having started off in our little humble quarter cabin in Colchester, Essex, at the age of 12 and 13, and to be here. I've only been here really for football, watching Chelsea, and I did play here once years and years ago in a charity game against Scotland.
Danny G sensible, airball.
Did score the winning goal.
He shoots, he scores! Goal! Ooh, that looks like it hurts.
I want to approach it just like any other show, but of course there's all these extra bits they're throwing in for Wembley, which is kind of making it slightly more stressful. So what are you wearing? You know, what's the footwear? And you know, we're including this on the performance. You know, this element on the stage and that element.
Keep going, sweetie.
I imagine David's just really hoping that he's going to be absolutely match fit. I'm hoping that he's not feeling too anxious about how he's going to perform. I know we all get a little bit anxious about things.
I came down to the kitchen yesterday and Beatrix, my 13-year-old, was singing The Narcissist. She didn't know I was there. And she was like completely in it and just like, oh my God, we've connected. And my heart stopped. Because trust me, your children are your harshest critics. And you can't make them like it. That was a wonderful thing. Music is strong magic.
When this is all over, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown.
Does anyone want a drink? Ginger tea?
Much bites.
Yeah, you know what this is?
I remember you drinking a bottle of Tabasco at a sound check in America when you couldn't.
Why?
I was at hiccups for like 3 hours. Oh my word.
Dave, what's happening over there?
I'm having mechanised automated treatment on my knee.
Wow, who gave you that?
That and juice. I think there's something more interesting happening over there.
The last time I was at Wembley was playing in a charity football match, and now I find myself being Blur's fluffers. And we're in that sort of zone of not knowing what's going on, but loving the fact that we're here. We still do not know why Blur asked us to DJ.
So tonight, after show ice bath. Tomorrow night, Britpop batshit bender. Hard stop Tuesday midday. Sleep. Then we get on a bus to France.
I'm going to have a haircut, and then I'm going to have a massage. Then I'm going to have a sleep. I'm only going to eat. Then I'm going to have a sleep, and then it'll be showtime. I mean, I'll get up to watch Jockstrap, but...
Music brings people together. I mean, look at all those people here, you know? I thought modern life was rubbish about 60 years ago. Should have grown up at the time I grew up. It was also rubbish, racist, and sexist. What motivates me? Half the world is still bloody racist and sexist and all the other ists, because all that old rubbish that we thought that we had managed to kind of push down, push under the carpet, just tell those people to shut up, has all come back out, just vomited back out with all the Trumps and the Johnsons and all the rest of it. And I'm sick of that. And while I've got breath in my body, I will do what I do.
I tried to run past security to get in.
What happened?
No one greeted
went to
me.
get him.
I'm dropped off out there. The security man's raised his wristband. I ain't got one. He's like, oi, oi.
Right.
It's absolutely obscene.
It is
It is.
I'm used to obsequious toadying.
What you doing, pumping your knee with sort of electronic...
Blood transfusion. Always have one before I go on stage.
Like Keith Richards.
Doesn't he just scoop his brain out and pop it in another body?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think that's enough for that.
Waking up at 6 a.m. on a cool warm morning. Opening the windows and breathing in petrol. And I'm at a band rehearsing on nearby yard. Watching the telly and thinking about your holidays. That's entertainment. That's entertainment.
Did you lose control in there, dude?
Yeah, it's what happens to me when I submerge in freezing water. I immediately ejaculate.
Oh, Jack,
that's not what I was.
They were going to swing by at 7:30.
Yeah.
So if you want to start getting change maybe in the next 10, 15, you could just have
It's an hour before.
Sleaford mods are on now. Come on, let's go around the side of the stage.
Sleaford?
You want to go on the side?
See a bit of that. That'll be good.
Go.
I mean, the environment's changed over the years. We like the bigger venues now, don't we, a bit? Yeah. We've become wankers, if that's what you mean. A lot of people in our game who are doing all right, but generally it's hopeless, yeah. Politically, it's a mess. Either side is not really giving any people that really need help any hope, are they?
They've got the cryogenic baths in there. That's super cool.
Oh, yeah?
What's
been in it?
Oh, yeah. It's like cocaine.
Oh, so is it?
It's honestly, it is. Same buzz.
We're at what?
17 minutes.
So we don't want to go
17
too
minutes.
early to stage, right? So
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, let's be fashionably late. Fashionably
Not
late.
late. We've got a curfew issue.
And then it's on, that's it.
Be sure of what you say.
Right, lads, 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go.
Well, this is it. This is obviously a very special moment, and you know, you're all more than fucking custodians of what we're going to give them. So go out there and enjoy it.
And to you, Dave. You don't.
10 seconds, guys. We've got to clear the ramp.
Lydia, you've got my earrings.
Moments before that pep talk or that huddle, I was like, oh my God, I need a wee. And I was trying to tell people that, and no one was listening to me.
I don't know what I do. I just.
You need the loo? You not?
You go up the ramp, you know, slowly, and you know, with all the people going about their business, and then that suddenly it's this big venue. And I was like, where's the nearest loo? So I just went to the backstage there.
Are we all good? Everyone happy?
We can't go on.
There was a half-empty tin of Diet Coke. So I just had to go in that. I think it was one of the road crews, and I hope they didn't go back and finish it.
Quite a lot of people.
A mile-long queue, people getting in.
You nervous? Oh yeah. I'm not at all.
You're not. Zen.
No, I'm just dead.
I don't allow it to get to me because I accept if my voice can't sing all those songs, then that's just the way it is. But, you know, if I was really neurotic about things like that, then yeah, I would be shitting myself.
We were at college when we did sing. You know, we wrote that in Damon's mum's studio, and now at 35 years, there's going to be 80,000 people singing and crying. There's a million upsides, you know, credibility from my kids, but actually, the brotherhood of those cunts who I've known since I was 19. And the music, it is its own greatest reward. It really, really is.
Yeah, let's go. Good evening, Wembley.
Stop it. Obviously, there's something vaguely hilarious about old men throwing themselves around the stage. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, right?
You made us this way. It's your fault. Now I want to see every fucker in this fucking stadium bounce to this song.
Music is something we've been doing from the dawn of our species, and in fact, it is just a sort of complete abandonment of the self and the ego in that moment, and you're just one of the many billions of atoms in that space.
It's a way of expressing emotion to somebody else that bypasses the rational centres of the brain.
The whole audience and band kind of merging together into one 148,000-legged beast. That has been just extraordinary and quite overwhelming.
It's the journey and the hunger for the sublime. That is the essence of performance, is when you become a vessel for everybody.
Now we really do have a treat for you. This is a very London moment. I'd like to invite the London Community Gospel Choir.
Well, it's like my situation has been different on this tour than it's been for any getting together of Blur. And it's to do with a lot of things, in my personal life and the Blur album and doing the shows. But it's like we are having a good time. And maybe it's to do with a certain amount of gratitude or acceptance of who we are and feeling lucky to be able to do this. We do try and earn it. We don't think we can just have that for nothing. But I think really we are free. We're at our freest when we're on stage.
What I realised is that, Blur's something I can never ever walk away from. Even if I had an absolute hissy fit, threw my toys out the pram, it would still say on my grave, Alex from Blur, and cheese. I remember a couple of years ago, I thought, when is the first time in the day that I think of either Blur or one of the people in Blur? And I was sitting in the bath this morning, looking at my toes, thinking about the boys, just thinking, yeah, nice. It's just really, really spiritually good to just feel at peace with each other.
Long-term relationships are just bloody hard work. There's no way around that, and being in a band is just the same. But if you put effort in over a long period of time, you can really achieve great things. I'm more confident now than I was at the start of the year that this isn't the end of something, but the start of something.
Oh my goodness. I hope you've had a good night tonight. I've had a good night. Really am. Thank you so much. Honestly, dream come true.
Unfortunately for me, it doesn't get better than that.
You know, you used to get those competitions where the band would come and play in your living room. That was the experience of Wembley, really. Felt like we were playing in London's living room.
Lots of champagne for you, sir. Friendly today.
Damon wrote an email on Monday morning, like one of 3 he's ever written me, going, that was the best show I've ever done. I think there was a kind of unself-conscious glee in the house, and yeah, it did feel like there was no one watching in a strange way. We were just really, really, really enjoying ourselves.
Yeah. It was so great. I loved every minute of it. It was great. I really did. I'm so proud. Everyone. It made me feel really sort of like teary.
It made me feel happy. It made me feel a bit more valued. I know I don't really care what people think, but when they're saying they love me or they love Blur and this and that, you can't help but feel kind of good about that.
I love you, man.
Some people need to be affirmed once and it will last them a lifetime, but you know, some of us need it again and again and again and are a pain in the arse. So it's kind of nice to be told things like that.
In my grand traditional thing, always down on everything. That was it's as good as it gets, really.
good as it gets. I wrote the songs kind of intuitively feeling that something, you know, heavy about to happen. And, you know, the first part I was on my own completely. And then the second part of it, I had my brothers essentially back. You know, we all have hugely involving and complicated lives, and we're so lucky that we get to spend this time together, just the four of us. Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. Do I want to repeat it next year? No.
Why not?
Because why would I? I've had an amazing year doing Blur, fantastic, and that's it, really. I mean, I'm not saying that's it, although it may be. It will manifest itself again if it's wanted. Felt like for some reason it was wanted at this moment in time. We've all been through a lot, so to be able to do something that carries a whole new energy. I'm not saying I have dreams anymore, but if I did, maybe how I would dream it to be.